It all started with a plan to ride our bikes somewhere far after COVID-19 kept us inside for so long. So as the restrictions got lifted, my husband came up with an idea to travel for 2 weeks with our motorcycles. Then came the plan to ride around South Africa. As the word spread, more people wanted to join, for this is an adventure. We planned the trip around the coast as far as we can. We decided that we will keep mostly to tar road, for there are inexperienced gravel riders like myself. Also, being in South Africa, it's not always the safest place to be. So we decided to stick to the main roads as far as we can. From there on, we had to decide where exactly to go. Where will be the best places, and also places we haven't been before. So this is how it's laid out. We will start in Bloemfontein. From there on we will go to Augrabies. The next day, Port Nolloth, followed by Veldrif, Hermanus, Agulhas, Reebok, Port Alfred, Morgans Bay, Wild Coast Sun, St. Lucia, Sabi, Magubas Kloof, Bella Bella, Zeerust, and then on our last day we'll go back to Bloemfontein. This trip was made out to be about 6,200 kilometers. So began the prepping for the trip. What to pack, tools needed for breakdowns, medical kit, riding kit and rain gear. A few rules were set beforehand. Because we are a big group, we decided the following. Should you have a breakdown of any kind, you will be left behind. And you have to catch up. Or if the motorcycle problems are too big, you have to leave the trip and go home. Every day there will be decided at what time the group starts riding, depending on how far that day's trip would be. If you are late, you will have to catch up during the day. In the event of a lady rider having a breakdown with their motorcycle, they will not be left alone. The team leader will stay until the problem is resolved. This is where things started to get real. We got our t-shirts that had the map of our trip printed on it, made by Theo. Hats were embroidered with our trip's logo, and branding stickers were made for our motorcycles, and everybody started sticking. The day before the big ride, we all came together to meet. Some old friends, some new faces, and a total stranger from Johannesburg, Mariana. She is a lone rider and has traveled on her motorcycle very far to Namibia and also Europe. This would be her first time traveling in a group. Day 1, 19 March 2021. We got up early and got ready for our great adventure. We all met at a garage near the Makru store. Got fueled and ready to go. After a prayer to God to keep us safe, we headed into our first part of our great challenge. Not even 5 kilometers out of Bloemfontein, I discovered that my wheel balancing is off. My motorcycle is throwing me around. About 50 kilometers out of Bloemfontein, one of the Harley Davidsons stopped riding. It was Rudy's bike. He made it back to Bloem, and luckily it was something small. Just a plug that was a little clogged. He got it fixed and began his ride again. Runel was with him, but they were far behind. The ride was great. It was wonderful to see how good the land looked after having such a good rainfall season. The landscape changed from the plains with the long grass in the Free State to the red sand, short grasses and sandstone as we neared the Kalahari.
gesprek dan weer.
We passed Kimberley, Griquastad, Groblershoop, Appington and Kakamas. It was a very hot day and the guys and girls cooled off in the pool where we stayed the night in Augrabies. Today we covered 681 kilometers. The place we stayed was Augrabies Valle Guesthouse. What a great place!